really happy. We paid 3.5 million for these assets. A similar deal was done over 12 months ago. Full Circle, who would be quite a similar shape and size. They got bought for, guess what? 50 million cash.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by European Green Transition Non-Executive Chairman and Founder Cathal Friel, as well as Earthmill Maintenance Managing Director David Broadbank. Cathal, Dave, very good to speak with you. Cathal, I'll start with you. First of all, congratulations on that conditional fundraise of £7.5 million last week. Are you happy with the result?
Yes, Stephen, I'd say absolutely delighted. As we know, it's a tricky market. All sorts of action going on down the Gulf with all sorts of things going on. And we engage Oak Securities. We signed an engagement letter 2 weeks ago. We kind of thought we'd kick the roadshow off this week and next week. And instead, Jerry Keenan and his colleagues in Oak Securities cracked on. They said we'd do a little early look, which started Monday of last week. And the early look became the roadshow. He packed the roadshow out. We set out per the RNS to raise 5 million, which is more than enough. The business we bought throws off cash. Not say they print cash, but they're very profitable. So we don't really need much cash. So we still raised 5. And instead, Jerry and the team got the fundraise very substantially. Somebody might say multiples, but I'm not supposed to say that. So I'll say very substantially oversubscribed. So we upscaled our fundraise by 50% to 7.5 million. And we more or less did it around the market price. No major discounts. So yeah, particularly happy. And in that, it is a conditional fundraise. We're still waiting on the general meeting. But we have a very large, I have 20% of the company myself, always like writing a big check. But it will be on in a couple of weeks to approve it. But finally, we got a lot of institutional demand. So you'll see a number of disclosable institution positions in it as well. So yeah, we're really, really happy. But it also goes to show you we've bought a business that the market really likes in these turbulent times. It's providing mid-size energy users throughout the United Kingdom, Ireland, free electricity, and basically energy independence in turbulent times.
Cathal, for those who missed it, tell us more about that acquisition, please.
Yeah, basically, this is what EGT is my 5th IPO. In my 3-4 previous ones, we've always looked to buy distressed assets. You get them at 5 pence on the pound. Amrit Pharma we bought the asset at distress. Open Orphan, we bought HVivo out of more or less administration. So this time we targeted distressed assets, and Arena Capital Partners raised 170 million. It's in liquidation, and we basically acquired 100% of Earthmill, which basically is the main business. It's 2 sister companies in Ireland, WEP and Silverford. Both of them do wind turbine operating maintenance services and remote monitoring. And we also got an amazing 52% of Animos, is a Scottish analytics remote monitoring company as well. And basically, yeah, we were really happy. We paid 3.5 million for these assets. A similar deal was done over 12 months ago. Full Circle, who would be quite a similar shape and size. They got bought for, guess what? 50 million cash. And it's a very sticky business. Does 14 or 15 million every year, this business. In revenue, that's recurring, pretty sticky revenues. It is EBITDA profitable, and it has a huge upside, this thing called repowering opportunity. I'm sure Dave will tell you more about it in a minute, but repowering, look, in our original RNS, we said we have near-term revenues, that's in 2 or 3 years, of getting to at least 50 million sterling and double-digit EBITDA. And that repowering opportunity is our existing clients upgrading to a bigger turbine, and that will get us to 50 million. So yeah, couldn't be happier. Yeah, let's see where it goes.
Well, Dave, let's bring you in here. Energy independence is probably becoming more and more important. Can you tell us more about the repowering opportunity?
Yeah, sure. So Earthmill, as Carl said, Earthmill, Wind Energy Partners and Silverford Engineering, we are essentially wind turbine service and maintenance businesses. So we will charge the client for remote monitoring, any servicing, any reactive maintenance, and any major component swap outs. But on top of that, we've got an opportunity through repowering, which, as Cathal said, we're taking out existing turbines and replacing them with far more efficient and more powerful turbines, and therefore they'll be able to generate more electricity. And I think, again, just with regards to energy security and the ability to predict what the energy prices will be like should you have a wind turbine, and then become less reliant on the fossil fuels. Certainly with the current climate, with the volatility of oil and gas prices. But essentially, we take a turbine out, which is typically in mainland Europe. It goes through the main manufacturer, gets fully refurbished. We then install that in the place of an existing wind turbine. Putting some figures around that, we can take a 250 kilowatt turbine out of the ground, which would traditionally do around about 440,000 kilowatts of electricity a year in production. We take that out and we put in a 660 kilowatt wind turbine in its place, and you'll look at just shy of 1 million kilowatt hours. In terms of revenue, that's taken it from 175,000 to 388,000 pounds a year in revenue. But as I say, there's a lot of turbines that are coming down in mainland Europe. We're able to get them refurbished and then build those out on either repowering sites or new sites. And due to the reduced cost of batteries now, we're able to do this at a lot lower price than we would have done, let's say, 3, 4, 5 years ago. We can offer all turnkey projects to a client, from doing planning to the grid connection to any regulatory accreditations, such as Ofgem accreditation, as I say, for a fraction of the cost we would have done a few years ago.
Dave, how confident are you in hitting the group's new medium-term targets of £15 million revenue and double-digit EBITDA margin?
Yeah, very, very confident. I mean, we've got an excellent business. EGT has got an excellent business now. And we've got a great opportunity. The funds that have been conditionally raised will obviously help with our growth initiatives and support our plans to pursue selective strategic bolt-ons. So through merger and acquisition across critical infrastructure across the UK, Ireland, and Europe.
I hope you'll keep us posted on your progress with that. Thank you very much for speaking to us today.
Pleasure.
That's European Green Transition Non-Executive Chairman and Founder Cathal Friel, also Earthmill Maintenance Managing Director David Broadbank.